Now that we are done with modeling and UV unwrapping, let's start adding these materials, okay? So, another new thing that I did is basically, again, play with the UI a little bit. So this is kind of unique to my workflow. So hopefully, you know, it will help you, because I think this is really the nice way of working with modeling, with assigning materials, then Solaris, which you will see. Okay, so enough jibber jabbing. Let's just start. So for the beginning, I want iron, so I can use already created default materials. In this case, you're going to use iron. And let's see, I'm going to now use Principal Shader. Basically, I need 5 materials. So red, white, this is like gold, I think, and then this is black iron, and then this is like chrome, I guess. So this is what we're gonna do. And in this case, I will rename this one. I have my list of materials I did, so I'll just make these that I already have. I can just duplicate this one, duplicate, and say red. So now we are covering these two colors and this one, but I will say iron duplicate and say iron black. So this will be my black material. And the last material is we're gonna take gold, okay, and just do this. Now, by the way, let's assign our first material, and we can press L over here just to make all this a little bit more organized. We can even close this up, because actually we don't need these at all these channels. And I'm mostly using materials from here. So the first material I want to apply is this iron. So iron will be this one. So we can just drag and drop. And now this is assigned directly to the whole geometry of these geometry containers, which are basically spikes. But there is a problem, because on this spike there is 3 materials. But let's deal with this later. Or actually, let's just dive in. And right now, unfortunately, we cannot see, even though it's assigned, I believe, or it's not. Okay, so let's also assign iron here, because again, if we check the reference image, we can see that here we have 3 colors. Okay, so 3 different materials basically. So let's dive in here after auto UV. And we know that this is basically one object, and that's the iron. So this will be fed from here. Okay. So this is like, how would I say, master material for this object. And we can actually override it if we just double click here. And in this case, we need iron black. So I can just select iron black and just assigned. And boom, we just assigned different material here. Which maybe if I change just the color, you will see a little bit better. And if I remove the wireframes and the grid, then you can now see a little bit better. Cool. Now let's go back. And also you can see that this group is basically selected properly, and iron black material is assigned, and then material SOP is also added. So let's do the same with the gold. So again, you need to select the group of polygons you want to assign your material to, then select the material and then click on assigned. Okay, that's the strict way you're doing this. So now, even though we have our materials or material on the, well, geometry container as master material, let's say it like that, I also have 2 different materials in geometry container which override the, well, master material. Okay, and for the last thing, let's just enable again, double click to jump to other objects and just double click, go inside, press escape to escape the UV flatten state. Okay. And in this case, okay, let's do this. Double click. Let's remove everything. And just double click, or we can press and hold H, Shift, and then select. And realize that you made mistake. So how can we actually fix this? Because this will not work, okay? I made a wrong selection on this blast node. So this is, I guess, a nice opportunity for you guys to see how you can actually go back and edit stuff.